Hello YouTubers, welcome back to a Tesla electric car video of me, Adam Well Informed. And as you can see, by me being in the video, this is completely different to how I normally do things. And I wanted to do that because this is more of a reaction-based video based on the latest news. So if you've been sleeping under a rock over the past few days, with immediate effect, Tesla has opened up 15 supercharging stations out of 96 currently available in the UK to non-Tesla electric cars. And if you wasn't already aware, Tesla Supercharging is undoubtedly one of Tesla's unique selling points. So has this stitched up loyal Tesla owners for the sake of extra money for Tesla? And as a Tesla owner myself, do I have any reasons to be concerned by this move? If you've watched a gazillion Tesla owner reviews like myself, I guarantee you those Tesla reviews mention the right to exclusively charge via the supercharging network as being a crucial element to them buying a Tesla in the first place. And that's because the supercharging network literally liberates Tesla drivers and allows them to pretty much drive freely across the UK with a great deal of confidence that a supercharger won't be too far away. It's just super reliable, powerful and consistent, and it's no wonder why people speak so highly of supercharging. And for now, it's been a key driver for existing Tesla owners to remain within the Tesla ecosystem and for potentially their next vehicle. It's a crucial element and a key factor when acquiring a second electric car, or maybe that's just a replacement vehicle for them. So why would Tesla open up the supercharging network? Surely that just hurts future Tesla, but more importantly, existing Tesla owners the most, right? So what are the hidden benefits, if any, to opening up the Tesla supercharging network to Tesla owners and to non-Tesla owners? To your surprise, this has been on Tesla's radar for a long time, and the idea has been in plain sight for years. So this is my take on the non-Tesla supercharging pilot, and focusing on the benefits and the concerns for both Tesla owners and non-Tesla owners. And I look forward to hearing your thoughts and if you agree with my stance or if you have a completely different stance to me. So digging into the detail, the expansion to non-Tesla electric cars is a big deal to EV drivers. Overnight, the charging network has gained 15 charging locations and 158 charging points of top-tier rapid charging. This initiative is a trial, or to be more appropriate, it is a pilot state. And if it goes well, expect that number to expand to the entire supercharging network. So what are Tesla doing, and frankly, why are they doing it? Well, this initiative was first released to our European neighbours in the Netherlands in November 2021 and has since expanded across Europe, including Norway. This is all possible thanks to our mutual and universally agreed CCS charging port across the continent. Shout out to our US friends across the pond. I don't think you'll escape this pilot, but if you can trial and perfect FSD, your European friends here will do our part to perfect the non-Tesla supercharging before you get a taste of this. Deal? Anyway, as I was saying, to gather the best understanding as to why Tesla has opened up the network, let's take a look at their very own website entry on this matter. Here it states, our non-Tesla supercharger pilot will continue to expand to new sites and countries in support of our mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. And the key word here being the mission, and Tesla's mission since November 2013, as seen by Elon Musk's blog post in 2013, equally states that the mission is to accelerate the advent of sustainable transport by bringing compelling mass market electric vehicles to the market as soon as possible. To spell this matter out in similar terms, they have opened up the network to help accelerate the transition to mass market electric cars, and that's not just through Tesla electric cars, but virtually every CCS compatible electric vehicle on the UK road today. And overnight, Tesla is improving the case for electrification no matter the brand of your battery electric vehicle. If we look at the feelings amongst the most hesitant to move over to Tesla, at first it was range anxiety, and that consensus and focus has now shifted to public charging, or charging anxiety, as some may put it. Simply put, as a market leader, Tesla made and purposely built its own network to tackle this concern head on. Now Tesla have decided it's time to help other electric car brands address that concern on the same scale. That begs the question though, what about existing Tesla owners? Is there a reason to feel bitter about this? I mean, I can't talk for and on behalf of other owners because we're all entitled to our own opinions on this, but if I was just to make a generalization of what the mood is amongst owners, I think it's just generally concern. that the network is going to be abused, or the whole supercharging experience as we owners experience today is going to be tarnished by this decision. If we actually strip it back though, and consider the key element as to how Tesla will then evaluate the supercharging pilot a success, is to look at data and to see if existing owners are witnessing or experiencing little to no difference in their great supercharging experience. As an electric car driver, we don't want to turn up to a massive queue of cars waiting to charge. We don't want to see someone blocking the chargers, like this picture that I found in a Facebook group. If Tesla can demonstrate and achieve that key objective, personally, I see no reason to be concerned as a Tesla owner, because my charging experience is the same as before. Tesla aren't walking into no man's land unprepared here. Tesla has selected these 15 stations and the data that they've already accumulated, and within their post on this Tesla website, it states, "We will be closely monitoring each site for congestion and listening to customers about their experiences." Therefore, we shouldn't really underestimate Tesla's abilities to look at the data and to then make changes to the pilot. And I think it's fair to say that we want every customer to have a successful experience, whether you're driving a Tesla Model 3 or a Polestar 2 or a Kia E-Niro. These decisions will be driven by the data, statistics, and ultimately you guys yourself. Tesla's rapid pace of innovation stems from a number of reasons, but one of them is the ability to have the data and to execute. I appreciate sometimes that's for the good, like the creation of Tesla Insurance and Autopilot's development. But sometimes that data has gone against us, and for the worst, like not knowing if the passenger alters the lumberjack or if you charge with the UMC home charger. If you know, you know. For me, at least, they'll probably get some bits wrong during the pilot, but I think if anyone was to make a success out of this whole pilot, it's going to be Tesla, right? Now, the elephant in the room is just queuing to supercharge, especially when you haven't done so before. Remembering what I've just said though, Tesla have the usage data, so they know exactly what is going on with their stations. That then leads me to the big solution to this problem. Before I tell you the greatest beneficial factor of this decision, I'd appreciate it if you could give me a cheeky like, sub, and hit the notification bell if you like Tesla content like this. So if you haven't worked it out so far, I'm actually quite fairly relaxed on this whole matter and fairly happy about the decision. And I wasn't at first, admittedly, but then reality struck after what I read on Tesla's website, and I read a thread on Twitter from Tesla Owners UK. And after that point, it just really hit home with me. The website statement said, "More owners using the supercharger network enables faster expansion. Our goal is to learn and iterate quickly while continuing to aggressively expand the network, and we can eventually welcome both Tesla and non-Tesla drivers at every supercharger worldwide." Now, if you go back 1 month before the pilot commenced, Drew Baglino of Tesla stated that they intend to triple the supercharger network over the next 2 years. Yeah, that was triple. Now, whilst the statement was for global purposes, Tesla owners did an excellent thread on this. But when this statement was made, there were 796 stalls across 87 sites in the UK. Now, if we triple it, we could have something on the lines of 2,388 stalls over 261 sites in the UK over the next year and a half, give or take. That growth is staggering and opens up more supercharging stations. Maybe that is near congested routes and, or more importantly, the busiest superchargers at present. Don't forget that Tesla will know which ones are the busiest to date because ultimately they have the data. I also personally think by expanding the network to non-Tesla owners, they may now get the opportunity and the commercial incentive to actually install superchargers in the more remote parts of the UK and places that were less supercharger dense at present, like Wales, for example, or the northeast of England, for example. Historically, maybe these locations were less Tesla vehicle dense and there wasn't enough demand, but opening up the network means more paying customers from non-Tesla drivers and therefore more superchargers in locations historically not commercially viable, perhaps. So what about the non-Tesla drivers, these BEV owners? What have they gained? Well, as I mentioned earlier, their potential charging locations have expanded overnight. I also literally just made the point of seeing the supercharger network expand to more remote areas too. To give you an idea, I believe they'll now pay around 60 pence per kilowatt hour in comparison to a Tesla owner at around 48 pence for Tesla charging. But that price will vary depending on what location that you do visit. But those figures should hopefully just give you a bit of a flavour. Ultimately, now Kia E-Niro, MG EV5 owners, and more can have Tesla supercharging capabilities without acquiring a Tesla vehicle, which I know can be a sticking point for so many potential Tesla owners. And as I've just shown, non-Tesla owners will pay more. They can't unless they do actually pay for a monthly subscription of around £10.99, for which they can then gain access to Tesla vehicle rates. The monthly subscription option will suit those that will be relying on the rapid charges, and it will become more cost effective if you ultimately use it more. Overall, this is going to be a big win for electric cars, and I'm going to share a little bit more about that in my conclusion. So my final food for thought before we get to that conclusion is, will this hurt Tesla or their future sales? Personally, I don't think it will, because there's still going to be advantages for owning a Tesla and using the Tesla Supercharger network together. For example, the seamless plug and play that we currently have. There's not going to be any fumbling around with a phone app, as non-Tesla owners will need to do. Route planning and direct feed of available charges. This is going to be a big one for me. If you're navigating to your destination, you're going to have real-time insight if a supercharger location is full or not. The navigation may reroute you to another supercharger en route because of this direct software integration and real-time data advantage. The final advantage I can think of is simply just direct preconditioning before supercharging. These are convenient advantages and potentially overlooked advantages that other electric vehicles won't have access to. However, saying that, some people may think this is just a small price to pay just to have access to it in the first place. Therefore, they could probably overlook those differences. For Tesla's mission to transition to a more sustainable future, there needs to be more EV players in the market. Tesla has always been production limited, and I mean, take a look at the lead time of the Tesla Model 3 or Y in your home country. It takes close to a year to acquire a new Tesla. Tesla is expanding production year on year, but not at the rate that matches demand. And frankly, the transition will really come alive once there are a number of players producing a credible number of effective EVs. If Tesla can continue to produce more EVs, it will stand to be a big beneficiary of an ever-expanding EV market as demand for EVs continues to exceed supply. Even at present, there doesn't seem to be a case for Tesla to pay for advertising. Take a look at this Tesla report. It demonstrated despite not spending $1 in advertising at the Super Bowl, Tesla saw a massive jump in sales thanks to other automakers advertising at the Super Bowl. That could be for a number of reasons, for which I'll put a link in the screen right now, just an older video of mine. Tesla has an offering bigger than just supercharging network. It hasn't lost access to that supercharging network. In fact, supercharging will be even more effective in a Tesla. So when consumers make a purchasing decision, they'll look at the whole package, including their charging capabilities. Tesla will still do well, even if that means sacrificing some sales to other EV makers in the process. I suppose the plan is that they will be the biggest beneficiary to the ever-expanding EV market, similar to how Apple was in the smartphone segment when that came alive. The final point before the conclusion is that this isn't the first time Tesla has offered a freebie and encouraged automakers to build more EVs. Tesla has made thousands of its patents available to use for free online. I think Elon Musk made this decision not to put up barriers within the EV segment, but more to show others the way and give them freedom to use Tesla's ideas within their own BAVs, all for the benefit of encouraging them to produce mass market sustainable transport. So to conclude, is the pilot going to work, and should Tesla owners be concerned by this? Personally, I think it will be a success, and it probably won't feel like a success for Tesla owners over the coming months, and initially maybe a little short drawn. But as the data and the feedback filters through, and as Tesla makes changes and continues its supercharger ramp up, the real benefits of this changing stance will truly be felt over the next year or potentially 2 years for Tesla owners and non-Tesla EVs alike. I think only then we can go back and reassess this whole pilot in hope that the charging experience has not been diluted in any way and that there's far more charging locations than today's numbers. I appreciate that not everyone will like this decision by Tesla, and I actively encourage you to make your voice heard and to feedback directly to them for sure. But I for one think Tesla rightly deserves the chance and the opportunity to just demonstrate that they can build and scale an even more successful supercharging network. Some of us saw how quick it took them to scale and build the whole Giga Texas factory, and how they've made the supercharger network a success to date. And I for one will be giving Tesla the credit and the wiggle room that they need to make changes to this pilot as it goes on. Maybe over time we'll see more etiquette based changes, like from this photo that I saw. changes to maybe the wire lengths, or even just more charging stalls at the supercharging location. Once they have the data issues ahead, they can then crack on with the solutions and expand at a rapid rate that we all want to see. So supercharging can be an asset that we all can benefit from, no matter what badge you've got on your electric car. That said, if you do attend one of these non-Tesla supercharging locations, I think there is an element of guidance that we can offer any other non-Tesla owners that actively seek it. This isn't just going to be a Tesla exclusive network now. We really have to make it work together for all of us. Anyway, I hope this video was useful. Let me know what your thoughts are on this pilot program. Have they changed since watching it? And am I too optimistic, or do you think I'm being realistic? Do you think Tesla can pull this off? Let me know in the comment section below. If you don't know what to put, you can simply enter Tesla ice melter in the comment section below to show me that you've got this far in the video, and in return, I'll give you a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends and family if you thought it was useful. To my loyal subscribers, I'm pleased to confirm that Doorgate is finally over, and I will share more details on this in my next video. You folks have been great, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.